Alright, people, we're back, man. Thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting episode of Illegal Elbow Radio. My man, MMA Aftermath, Dan, what's going on, dude?
What is up, people? We have a stacked show for you tonight. We got a lot of shit to get to. A lot of bullshit coming out of Dana's mouth, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. Might be a little bit on the quiet side, man.
Alright, hold on. How about now?
Yeah, it's definitely better now. Yeah, for sure. Sorry about that, people, but yeah, what the hell's going on with Dana, dude? What's his problem lately? Throw it down for us.
I don't know. He's spouting off about this and that. Fuck. He's basically fucking saying, he shut down some pirate online dealio that was showing the pay-per-view shit. And it was just like, well, we're shutting them down. I put the link up on MMA Aftermath of all the names of the some of the sites that he's going after. But he said he's also going after the viewers, So he's froze the records of this website, and now he's going to play the strong arm tactic with him and his ass monkeys, trying to squeeze every fucking penny out of everybody. It's like, oh, you're watching my product for free. Just like one of our friends is talking. What if you give us a shit product at the time too? Do we get our fucking money back? No. How about if you go to a bar and they're saying, well, like you said, when they paid for it, but there could be up to 200 people watching that bitch for fucking free.
Yeah, he's going to come down on that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sure he's gonna. I mean, really, you think about it, it's like, why would he let that go? And then other people, which, granted, not everybody should be watching it for free, but it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, some of your cards, it's like you have like one or two fights that I really, really want to see. And then some of the other ones, it's like, most of the time, it's like I'm not even tuning in, man, because it's like, I don't know. It's kind of a tough subject, man. Really, because it's. What do you do, man? You buy every card. You buy the fight pass. The fight pass is already proved to be bullshit at this point. Right now, he's basically giving bullshit right now because the past two cards you can't get the prelims, whether they're first couple fights or like the main card or whatever, and then you got the main event. Some of the shit's not even fucking on Fight Pass because it's so in elementary stages. It's so new that they can't even get it figured out enough to where
you could go on Facebook and watch it in 68p.
Yeah, they don't even have Facebook fights anymore. That's over with. Now that Fight Pass is around, that's over with.
What was it? 100 and fucking 84p or something like that.
I think it was, yeah.
Fucking Nintendo graphics.
Yeah, the Nintendo graphics, and you get like maybe 4.2 seconds worth of good definition, and then it go right back to
fucking blurbs.
Go right back to 8-bit graphics.
Yeah, it was frustrating trying to watch that shit.
240p, yeah.
Yeah, big screen was out of question.
But shit, man, I just want to let people know, man, before we get too far into the show, man, this show is brought to you by Puffs Plus Tito Ortiz edition. Tito Ortiz has completely whored himself out, man. He's not only jumped in with Bellator, but he's also gotten into into the likes of Puffs Plus. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure he's going to need him, really, with the, possible, whatever sentencing they take. I'm sure they're going to slap him in the hand or whatever. Slap him on the hand, let him go, whatever. But, I mean, is he really going to see some jail time for this? I'd be surprised. I don't know. It's not like he's, out there in the fucking spotlight and he's a major star. He's really not. He's at the end of his MMA career. So I don't know. Maybe they'll make an example out of him. Who knows?
Yeah, but going back to Dana, before we get into some of the card here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's another thing he was fucking spouting off about was God, what the fuck is his name from Tough? His God, Magnalea or I don't know his name offhand, but anyway, he had his little fucking ass monkeys go in this guy's Facebook account from like 3 or 4 years ago when the guy was 17 fucking years old. Posted some funny pic of, you can judge for yourself, it's up there. But had his guys to actually go back and look for shit to... Why would you go back unless you're looking for something to fuck over somebody about? To bust them. To ruin their fucking... Because it's basically like taking his career and fucking breaking it in little pieces and saying here, and they basically say, here, you can finish out the series, but there's no way on earth that you're getting a contract with the UFC. It's basically like, yeah, we just went through all your private shit. Yeah, you gotta watch out what you put on Facebook, but I'm just talking about the integrity of what these fuckers are doing. Going back that far when he's not even 18 yet, looking for this shit.
Not even a legal adult.
And saying, aha, look what we found, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's just just the mindset of these fucks, man. From that and the you can't watch our pay-per-view unless you pay us this and that, it's just like we were talking about before the show. It's becoming like he is Vince McFucking-Man, and we hear something about Dana every other fucking day in the news now. Spouting off about something. He's got to hear himself fucking talk, No,
that's just it, man. It's like this guy's he's too big for his fucking own britches, man. That's for damn sure. It's getting ridiculous. He's out of control with trying to control everything. It's like, dude, man, you know what? Don't you have enough on your plate going on right now with UFC and your new fucking stupid boxing show? Which, I mean, didn't Rocky Balboa already try to come out with a boxing show like 10 years ago? How's Dana going to do this any better? I mean, I don't know, whatever, man. I mean, but...
What day is it going to be? He's got Tough one day. He's got Wednesdays fucking on Court TV 3. Fucking some fights of fucking Joe Schmo and fucking whoever the fuck.
I think Thursday. They're trying to work out Thursdays on TLC, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's... Weren't you saying that Dana's going to try not to swear in that one?
Yeah, I think he's trying to hush the swearing going on, I think, for that one, yeah.
You're going to have full pads, headgear, everything, too, and they're going to open fist smacks, too.
Yeah, open slapping.
Kids might be able to watch it, but...
Yeah, totally for the kids, man. It's all about the kids, TLC. So, yeah, check it out, man, Thursday night, excuse me. But, yeah, for sure, man.
It's not called Tough, though. It's called Fluff. So.
Fluff.
But anyway, enough of the comedy hour. Fucking. Yeah, it's just kind of like an oversaturation, though. It's kind of like what football's doing. It's like we used to sit. You had the big fights coming up. It was back, once per month, and all. You and your buddies used to get around and be like, yeah, man, fucking, let's say, Gegard Mousasi versus Machida, man, this is going to be badass. It's going to be the big fight. But, you got umpteen, it's like every fucking, like I said, every Wednesday, then you have Tough, then you have Saturday. It's just like oversaturation, I guess. I don't know. Let's just have some stacked-ass fucking cards and do it from there. I don't understand you got a lot of fighters that have to fight, but You know, I don't know. I can't. On a Wednesday night, dude, you know, I'm thinking about work the next day. You know, both of us have an inordinate amount of work. You know, we're coming at this as kind of like fans when we do this stuff, you know. We got a lot of other peoples and friends on here that it's their careers. And we applaud them, but us, we only have limited amount of time to do this stuff. And sometimes we miss the fucking Wednesday shit just because of work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's... I mean, it's pretty often I work 65 hours a week. You know, I'm scheduled to work 65 hours a week. So it's not top A class 1 fun here. There's a lot of
your boss come in and say, I'm gonna need you to work Sunday too. Yeah, do that for me.
That's pretty much it, dude. I mean, it's, you know, where I work, it's like feast or famine. We're either ass button. Well, my trade, I should say, is either ass busting busy or you're out of business. You know, it's like there's no in between, man. A 40-hour gig, I would be shocked to find it. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, getting back to it, man, it's like I think, you know, like I said, man, I think Dana's getting too big for his britches. Spouting off about every little effing thing, you know, and the guy speaks way before he thinks about something, you know what I mean? We talked about that with with several fights.
Yeah, right after fights and shit.
Right after fights, he's you know, spouting off and yelling about this and that, and, you know, why this guy did that and what, you know, and it's like, you don't really need to give shit some thought for a few days before you come in with your vlog, you know, the Dana vlog, and, you know, it really is starting to get old, man. It really is.
It's just not us bitching about it either. I've been looking around on all the sites on Facebook and stuff, and everybody's getting fed up with it, man. You know, it's like he's playing Zeus. You know, he's like playing, like I was talking about with Henderson, talking about he doesn't deserve this and that. He's playing his version of chess with people's careers.
Yeah.
You know, he gets bored with that, and he starts picking on the fans about, I'm coming after you for getting my shit for free. You know?
And at the same time, what else is really funny about it? He's bitching about refs. He's bitching about refs ruining guys' careers. It's like, dude, you're right next to him, ruining guys' careers in your own little way. You know, so don't. You know, he goes off on Steve Mazzagatti, which, don't get me wrong, Steve Mazzagatti is probably the worst in the business, obviously, but still,
right there with her being,
you know, but still, it's like, you know, Dana is pretty much making himself out to be no better because he's fucking people's careers just as much as anybody else, really. I don't know, man. It's unless there's something else you want to fucking
no, let's put a fucking bow on it and throw it in the fucking garbage.
Put a big old bow on it, man. You know, for shits and grins, man. There were some upcoming matches we were talking about earlier. You know, maybe a little heavyweight forecast or something like that.
Or we could. I was looking at this one right here, the upcoming for UFC 170 here at the end of the month. I was looking at the Rory McDonald Damian Maia fight. You know.
Yeah.
That's. I'm looking forward to that one.
I like that.
What do you think
dude.
about that one?
I like it, dude. I think it's cool because I think Damian Maia's kind of, you know, I don't want to say he's come into his own, but I mean, Damian Maia, I think, his last few have looked nice. You know what I mean? Not that I got the, you know, whole record sheet right in front of me and all the wins and losses and whatnot, but I mean, because it's just too much information to fucking keep track of, but Damian Maia's looked really good, man. I mean, there's...
He took a loss against Jake Shields in a split decision, and you know how Jake Shields fights his fights, kind of like a Fitch kind of fighter.
Safety first, man.
Yeah, and before that, he won against
comment.
Fitch. So, you know, he won against Fitch before that, so, you know, it's kind of... He should have knew what he was getting into, but Jake Shields imposed his will, but... When you're talking about Damian Maia up on his fucking feet and doing his striking, he's pretty fucking good, man. Yeah, he looked bad against Spider, but everybody looks bad against Spider.
Right.
But again, on the other hand, Rory McDonald's not a motherfucker to look past either. So
no. And you know, when you say, you know, people look bad against Spider, that was back in the time when, you know, Spider was like a riddle still. a lot of people really didn't know how to approach him, or fight him. So Damian Maia, for what it was, he didn't necessarily look bad. He just didn't play into the game and go in for the attack. He played the game properly. That's why it became a stalemate, because it was like, no, I'm not going to play into your game. I'm not going to come running after you so that you can make me into a highlight reel. That's the way I took it. It's like, no, I'm not going to be a highlight reel for you. You're going to come and attack me, or, that's kind of the way I looked at it. But I think Damian Maia coming here, it's a damn great opponent for really still an impressive fighter. Really a damn good fighter when it comes to like game plans. I would say the biggest thing that's in the area of damn it. Why am I forgetting his name? We're just talking. He's the guy that's fighting Damian Maia. Damn it. I'm forgetting his name totally. Anyway, the fight that's coming up with Damian Maia and son of a bitch, what's that guy's name, dude? Damn it.
Rory McDonald.
Yeah, Roy. Sorry. There we go. Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald still has a lot to learn, man, and Damian Maia is I would say he's a lot more experienced, and Rory McDonald coming into that fight that he did with right here I'm losing another name again too, but he's fighting for the title here against Hendricks. Coming into that fight with Lawler, he looked good. He had his same approach that he normally does with the jab and it's kind of the GSP approach. He really, really good at mimicking GSP and pulling off that same type of game plan. If you need the takedown, go for it. And a lot of times he got it. But this time around, it's like you're talking about a guy that's, if you do get the takedown, you might get submitted. You might just be tapping or going to sleep. Because this guy's a A1 badass when it comes to
wins against fucking Nate Diaz, and fucking BJ Penn, Jake Ellenberger. So yeah, he's no fucking joke, man. So
yeah, but I mean, him taking on Damian Maia, it's a really good matchup, especially for him. For him to get back on top, Damian Maia, I think, should play this fight a little bit on the smart side. And let this guy instigate, because Damian Maia, I think, can capitalize. On one of his mistakes. If he makes a mistake and tries to get in there a little bit, Damian Maia might be able to capitalize and make short work of him. Who knows, man? Maybe pull off a quick submission. But really tough to say, man. It's a kick-ass matchup, though. It's for future matchups we'd be looking at. It's a badass matchup. What is there any other future matchups you're thinking about, or should I fucking throw down a couple?
Yeah, I wanted to touch on the Evans versus Cormier. Damn,
Rashad. Yeah, Rashad, man, Rashad and Cormier, dude.
And when we seen Cormier coming out, winning the championship, coming out Strike Force, we were like, this guy is fucking a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And he is top-notch wrestler, badass. But what I haven't really fucking seen is the ability to stop somebody, the ability to finish a fight. I've seen the ability to hold people against the cage and oppose as well, and that's fine when you're coming, when you're coming up, playing it safe. But I want to see more out of his striking, and he's going to need it against Rashad, and Rashad's got a stellar fucking takedown defense. Rashad just looks fucking awesome. He looks like a new fighter to me. His past few fights, he just looks like he's fucking reevaluated himself, I guess.
Yeah, nose to the grindstone, dude.
Leg kicks, everything, man. He's just a full round fighter. You know, beating the shit out of fucking Chael Sonnen, which is an easy task. Dan Henderson, I know he's on the downswing. You know, he took a loss to Nogueira, and he had a fucking war against John Jones, which a lot of people would have quit, you know. Like, you got a few people like Sugar and Shogun that'll stay in there with a punishment that is handed out by Bones Jones and not give up. But I think right now...
Both giving up a lot of reach, too, man. Both of them guys.
I just think right now he's in prime
condition, man.
Prime fucking technique, everything right now to take him out, pick him apart, and not let Cormier basically get a hold of him and impose his will, because that's what Cormier does. So
Cormier's got this sick center of gravity about him. You know what I mean? I mean, when he gets in there with guys that are like twice as big as him, like a Josh Barnett. You know what I mean? Joint manipulation, a little bit on the feet, and Josh Barnett's head over heels, fucking landing on his back and shit. It's like, wait a minute, dude, how the fuck did he do that? You know what I mean? That's really, really impressive. But it's like, I don't think he's going to be able to get, especially going on a light heavyweight. Some of that, I don't know, man. There's a lot of quickness he's going to be dealing with. He's not as quick as a Rashad Evans. So I think there's a lot of stuff that it might really hurt him in this. Well, who knows, man? It just depends what kind of game plan they got going in. You know what I mean? And Rashad Evans, in my opinion, I got to agree with you, man. The guy looks amazing. It just really matters what kind of game plan and what kind of mindset Cormier's going to be in, really. Cormier's been pretty much, I would go ahead and say it, I don't want to rag on the guy, but Cormier's pretty much been in love with himself for the last, I'd say, 6 months to a year. Oh, yeah. He's got the mic in front of his face, too, so, Right. He's got a forum right there, to talk about how much he loves himself through other fighters. So, he's got a lot of room to...
Well, Evans is known to do a little fucking nipple fondling before the fights, too, which I don't understand, but these two guys are full of themselves.
Yeah, the nipple shit is completely unnecessary, but comical at the same time. But, yeah, man, I think it's a great matchup. It's about time that... in my opinion, Cormier's they've had Cormier on a certain road. It's like, okay, dude, you need to steer him off of this road now and get him onto some real fucking fights here. Not to say Josh Barnett wasn't a real fight, but at that point, Josh Barnett hadn't really fought a lot of really top fighters. We've seen Josh Barnett fight a couple of top fighters recently. He did really, really good against one that is also fading himself and then got knocked out by the other, which... by a lot of people can kind of make the argument, well, how can you go in there with those kind of elbows and, call it legal? My first thought was, how the fuck can he get away with this? Immense elbows to the side of the head and you get knocked out and you're done. But it's not okay to go to the back of the head. So, to me, it was like, at first, is what I'm saying, it was like, what the fuck is going on here? But... it is what it is, man, and it happened, and it's perfectly legal. So you got to hand it to excuse me, man, damn it, there's no reason to fucking Travis Brown. Fucking A, man, the guy totally knocked out two guys in the same fashion. Mm-hmm. It's sick, man, sickening.
Dude, I can't wait till the Werdum fucking fight, man. That is going to be some heavy fucking hands in that fucking fight.
It's going to be sick, dude. If it goes to the ground and Verdum's on bottom, man, it could be really nasty. Anyway, man, like you said, man, we're getting way too in the future, man. Hit it off, brother.
What's the number to call in here? He's got to call in on fucking Skype, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got to do a Skype deal.
All right.
You talking about Muggsy?
Yep.
Tell you what, dude, let's get a quick break in, man.
I'll send him the information during the break. All right.
Yeah, we're doing a quick break here, people. We'll be right back, man. Hopefully you guys are digging it, man. We will be right back, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Illegal Elbow Radio. Along for the ride, I got my good buddy Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook. Head over there, give it a look. Adam is a friend on your Facebook as well. On the other side of me, I got my good buddy Justin, a.k.a. Statmaster J, ready to rock the show out. It's going to be a good show tonight, man. Glad you guys could hang with us. We are taking a quick break, so I want to let everybody know. Head on over to Illegal Elbow Radio, illegalelbow.com, illegalelbowradio.com. I call it the home of the heavyweights because that is my favorite. So if you are a heavyweight fight watcher as myself, head over there, check it out, see what you think. Make some comments, all that good stuff, man. It's all ready for that. Head over there, see what you think. I have the heavyweight forecast on there, which is all the heavyweight fights, taking all the nonsense out of there. It's just a heavyweight listing of fights coming up. So, predominantly UFC, World Series of Fighting, Bellator, a couple other ones too, Legacy. I try to get a lot of the top cards, top promotions in there and stuff, so. Also, the top 20 illegal elbow. All right, people, man, we are back, man. Just a quick break, just to get replenish the situation and get recharged to get back to it.
All right, yeah. Muggsy's not going to be able to join us because he's at one of his computers that doesn't have his headset. So,
well, damn it.
So next time, for sure, Muggsy, we'll get you on here and fucking talk some Michigan MMA, run it down, the up-and-comers, the up-and-coming fight cards. He'll throw it all out there for you people.
Hell yeah, dude. Awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Next up, heavyweight discussion. This is a real quick topic here. We're going to throw this in here real quick. There's some upcoming heavyweight forecasts is what we call it, man. Just a couple of quick showdowns we're going to run down real quick here, man, and then we're going to get to the Mousasi Machida fight and a couple of those fights as well. But just a couple little quick things I want to point out real quick, and heavyweight forecast coming up in heavyweight fights. Matt Mitrione taking on Sean Jordan March 1st. LeVar Johnson taking on Ryan Martinez, Bellator 111, March 7th. On that same night, Mighty Mo taking on Peter Graham. Also that same night, Alexander Volkov, the ex-champion, taking on Mark Halata. Actually looks to be a pretty cool fight, too. I gotta hand it to Bellator. This is actually a pretty cool night of fights. But, can't really speak on it too much until we see it. But, Miguel Ivanov taking on Rich Hale. If I said that name wrong, I apologize. But some of these Russian names are kind of tough. But same night. Vitaly Minakov taking on Czech Congo. April 4th.
Czech.
April 4th, man. This is Czech Congo's fucking shot right here, in my opinion. If he doesn't make this one, I don't know. I just don't know. And Minakov, I think, is squared up to fucking... I don't know. Unless Czech Congo is able to fucking really take this guy outside of what he's done, but I don't know, man. I just... Minakov, I think, has been in there with some pretty good competition. And Czech Congo's in there with some great competition, but he hasn't done all that well either. You know what I mean?
You think Czech's gonna get knocked the fuck out?
I think it's a pretty damn good shot. I think we're talking like probably 70-30 here. Czech's getting knocked out.
He's not known for his head movement. I know that much.
No, he's not. But last on the list, man, of what's coming up, which I try to update this list almost daily if I can, man. Fabricio Verdum, Travis Brown, 19th, UFC on Fox 11, April 19th. I mean, to me, that's the next fight I'm looking so forward to, man. But there's obviously in that whole heavyweight forecast, man. There's a lot of fights I'm looking forward to, man. I read it. Every fight I read, I'm looking forward to. So, it's just a matter of what we're gonna see, I guess. I mean, aftermath of it, and obviously we'll get to it. But just to throw those out there, man, and it's gonna be fun though, man. Fabricio Verdum, Travis Brown, sick, dude.
The night of the concrete fists.
Yeah, it's like who's gonna capitalize on this? Who's gonna make a mistake? You know what I mean? There's so many questions, man. There's so many questions. But
I got Verdum right now early. Just to early look at it, just because Verdum not only has the punching power, but he can keep Travis at bay with some devastating kicks. So,
yeah. I think only one thing that could be riding really in the favor of Travis Brown, man, is like he said himself, man, heart. But it's like Fabricio Verdum's got that as well, dude. I mean, and he's also smart. If shit hits the fan, dude, he'll hit the deck, man, and call you down. Come on down.
They're both quick for big guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Fabricio might be giving up about 20, 25 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's not like Travis Brown is a huge guy that he hasn't been in there with before. You know what I mean? He's been in there with giant guys. So.
But if for watching tape, one thing Verdum wants to do is stay the fuck away from the cage, man. He does not want to get walled installed, and just, I guess Travis Brown uses it to his advantage and uses a lot of his power because the guy's fucking head usually doesn't have anywhere to back up or go.
Yeah.
So
do not go for the takedown.
Yeah, don't go lower than that. Don't go down because he's going to come with some elbows or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like his fucking wheelhouse in this past few fights here.
Yeah, people need to understand. You don't just throw your head out in the middle of nowhere like that. You just don't do it. Not with him anyway. With other people, watch some tape. You can probably do it with other people. But this guy, he's got this shit on fucking speed dial.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is on speed dial. So
when Barnett finally fucking realized, dude, I'm not gonna be able to take this guy down like I do usually everybody else.
He was on a stretcher.
You could just see it. It turned you could just see it in his eyes. He's like, "Fuck, I'm fucked."
Yeah,
this guy's ginormous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of failed to realize how big Travis Brown is, man. It's not necessarily that he's like big and bulky. He's tall and he's got good reach. You know what I mean? He's a tall, for a heavyweight, he's almost like a tall, big, lanky dude. You know what I mean? It's just sick, man. He's got sick power.
Mm-hmm.
So
if he keeps improving on the hand speed and the boxing, the timing, whatever, he's gonna be an up and comer to watch, man.
Yeah.
If he does take Verdum out, because I'm looking at it this way, man. This match, unless they just both get tired and it just becomes a gas tank match, which I don't see it happen, it's probably not going to go past the second round. Somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out
or submitted. Fabricio Verdum, you definitely have to throw in the submission factor.
Right. You have to put in the submission factor with Verdum. You're absolutely right, and that's why you kind of almost, along with the kicks, like I was saying, almost have to give Verdum the upper edge if he stays away from the cage by having just an overall bigger repertoire, to fight with, because if he gets his fucking ass down, like you said, man, it could be chokeski and fucking good night, whatever. But
if Verdum's able to stay away from the power, of a Travis Brown, and stay on guard when it comes to defense, and if he gets taken down, fucking man, you got a whole host of submissions you can throw on at this point, Not saying Travis Brown doesn't have good, submission defense. We haven't really seen a whole lot of that yet.
No,
but
Verdum's been proven.
Exactly. So you never know, man. I mean, I would go ahead and say, if Fabricio Verdum feels well and good to go ahead and throw on a fucking triangle or an arm bar or something like that, Travis Brown might break his fucking arm or break his neck trying to get out of it. I mean, he's just that bullheaded and that fucking tough, and a lot of that much heart. So, But yeah, shit, man, it's fucking kick-ass matchup, man. I think it's a good little segment for the heavyweight forecast, man, for sure.
Yeah, we're always looking at the fucking heavyweights, man.
That's what we like. That's the wheelhouse. But I think we need to wrap it up here with the final two, and that's going into this weekend's fight night and fucking Fox Sports. You know, it's. I want to make a quick. Takanori Sato. I feel sorry for this fucking guy, but Eric Silva's gonna fucking dismantle him. Eric Silva is fucking. You know, he's back and forth. He got knocked the fuck out by, who was the fucking Korean Zombie? But,
You know what, Sean? I'm not even really sure, man. You know, I mean, now that I think about it, it's like, fuck, man, that's...
Boy, he's an up and down fighter, but when he's on, he's on. So,
you're talking about Eric Silva.
15-4. Yeah, Eric Silva.
Eric Silva, he's badass, dude, yeah. No, I agree, man.
But I'm just looking to see if he can put some wins together here coming up and stop this fucking win-lose shit. So he's got to stop being wild, and he's got to come in here and get serious. But anyway, let's go to the, if you want to put anything on that.
Yeah, just to throw it out there, man, we're at the 10-minute mark. We're down to about 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left. So,
okay, I'm rushing it too much then because I'm thinking we started at 8. We started a little later, so.
Yeah, we did start a little bit late, which is fine, man. You know, you're still in the right mindset, man. But yeah, Francis Carmona, man, taking on Jacare Souza, man. Jacare Souza, in my opinion, looks like a fucking raped ape when it comes to striking. I don't know what this guy did with his striking within his last 3 fights, I'm going to say it, because this
a guy that's solely been known for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and now he comes in when he's got fucking jackhammers and just decimates, what's that guy's name? He recently got cut. He got cut in the last 6 months, I think. He got cut.
Fucking Okami.
Okami, yeah. He just decimated Okami, made him look like a bitch. And, which you know. But, Francis Carmona, I think, probably can't stand with him. I don't want to take too much away from Francis Carmona, because he's a good, well-rounded guy all the way around. I mean, all the way around. He looks great. But I mean, Souza, I think, is just on a huge level right now, on a big level right now, looking really, really good. Carmona, I think, is gonna have to play this smart a little bit. But where does he go? You know, he's a fantastic wrestler. You know, Carmona's got a great wrestling game plan. Does he out-wrestle Souza and land some strikes and win that way? Or does he, you know what I mean, where do you go, man? What's your game plan for that? That's my question, man. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and Jacare has one hell of a fucking pedigree, dude. You know.
Yeah, everywhere you go,
you're
in
up
trouble.
and down in so many different fucking weight classes, you know. You know, feather, middle, whatever, man. It doesn't matter. He's all over the fucking place, you know.
Yeah, the guy's I don't care who you are. The guy's a named opponent.
But the only 2 losses in his last fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. His last 15, he's had 2, and they were 1, Luke Rockhold, okay, and the other one was Gegard Mousasi. You know, Gegard Mousasi fucking, I guess, knocked him out in the first round. I have to watch that one again. But, or if anybody has any questions about Gegard Mousasi, he beat a guy that has the pedigree of a guy that has beat the fuck out of, you know, all kinds of people, have been in the ring with all kinds of motherfuckers, the former belt holder, and he's just a badass. Gegard Mousasi basically kicked him out of the fucking weight division when he beat him, but
yeah.
But he is a badass, and we're seeing a lot of his, you know, if you look at his pedigree, most of his fucking wins are by submission. And like you said, for him to add the striking that you're seeing in the past 3 fights, that's just, you know, that just makes him more of an complete MMA all-around fighter, and that's what MMA is about, so.
Yeah. He's coming into, like, Verdum zone, where it's like, dude, if somebody wants to take you down, they're in trouble. If somebody wants to strike with you, they're in trouble. I mean, it just, no matter where you go with this guy, there's a good chance that you can get fucked up. I mean, it's just getting to that point. Jacare, is probably not that far, in my opinion, is not that far off from a guy like Verdun. You know what I mean? And I don't know, them two pairing up in a jiu-jitsu match, probably be pretty damn good. You know what I mean? Weight for weight, you don't really have to worry too much about the weight. Which it might play a little bit of a factor, but I mean, pretty sick, man. But, yeah, tear it up, dude.
Well, the main event, what we've all been waiting for, and back in the day we thought we'd never see, because Lyoto Machida was in the light heavyweight division, So it's like, he comes down to apparently his natural weight. I've heard a lot of the picks on YouTube, Uriah Faber and all the guys from Brazil, and they all have picked Lyoto the Dragon Machida, which is a damn good pick. But waiting under the wings, we're talking about two former fucking champions right here going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Two guys that are awesome at their craft. One guy, karate, mixes in with, modern striking, and he's got the whole package. Very elusive. He works off of your punches. After you punch and make your move, he's coming back at you, with a quickness. And then when you go back at him, he's not there. He's not there. And sometimes Mousasi is kind of the same way in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you at the end of a fucking fight that he wins, it looks like he just went for a little fucking jog out, out in Central Park. Got a little winded. These guys barely get fucking hit. And back in the day, Lyoto Machida used to be the guy that never got hit at all.
Yeah.
He led the UFC and just not getting touched. And Gegard Mousasi's right up there too. But what I see in this one, before I give it out to you, I see Gegard Mousasi cutting off the cage and using his strikes to his advantage, coming in with the leg kicks, and because I think he'd be more effective with the leg kicks than trying to shoot out and punch a guy that's just going to move out of the way. So I think he's going to work into the leg kicks, and it's just going to be, they're not going to go overboard. They're going to have a lot of respect. They're not going to fucking go for like crazy shit, and I see a decision by Gegard Mousasi on sheer points.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point too. Now that I really think about it, because one thing I can say about Lyoto Machida, man, we're down just a couple, like literally like 2 minutes left. But I want to make this quick, man. Lyoto Machida is not a point fighter, man, and we know that. This guy is one of them guys that will take you out of your game plan and finish you, or he will not be able to take you out of your game plan. Land some really impressive strikes and pretty much kick your ass, but he's a lot of strikes behind because of his style. Stylistically, you made a really good point, man. Stylistically, I think this fight might be, if it goes to decision, I think it's really going to hurt Lyoto Machida, man. But Lyoto Machida, I think, I first thought Lyoto Machida would take the decision, but it's like, I don't know, man. I have not seen Gegard Mousasi get knocked out. I've seen Lyoto Machida get knocked out. So, my initial thought was Lyoto Machida wins by decision, or Gegard Mousasi wins by knockout. I thought there was one of two ways about this fight. I'm starting to kind of feel a little bit different about that, though, because Lyoto Machida is not a front up heavy striker. He's not he's a more of a defensive fighter. So being defensive, you're going to land a lot less. So that's a great point, man. We're down to about like 30 seconds, man. So I just want to throw that out there, man. A lot of people, man, shit. I really kind of aim this in a Mousasi area now, dude. I'm kind of changing my position. I think Mousasi probably has the upper hand at this point when it comes to a typical, I don't want to say typical, man, because the guy's not typical by any means. He's extraordinary, man. But when it comes to a regular old, Machida, you got to give it to Mousasi, man. But, you know, that's pretty much where we're at, man. Good show, brother. Thanks, people, for tuning in, man. By all means, man. It's been a good time, man. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Check out Muggsy at acslive.tv. Later.
Later.